Hey Lisa! By the time you see this, it'll be super close to retirement for you. And since we can't all get together and do something special to tell you how much you mean to us, we wanted to do something a little bit different. So we put together this video for you so that we can all tell you how much we've appreciated your time with the county and how much you've touched each of us. And I hope that you enjoy some special messages from some special people.
Hey Lisa, what's up? Scott Lennox here from Hooked on OC and Fishing OC.
Congratulations, Lisa.
Hey Lisa, Debbie here.
Hey Lisa, Dave Wilson here, your fellow Penn State grad and former fellow York County resident.
Hi Lisa, it's Ivy.
Congratulations, Lisa, on your retirement.
Congratulations, Lisa, on your retirement.
Hey Lisa, congratulations. We are so happy for you.
Hey Lisa, so glad we got the opportunity to thank you for working with us.
I know that I would not be the person that I am today if it wasn't for you taking a chance on me and seeing something valuable in me and believing in me. And I will always be grateful for the opportunity that you've given me to grow professionally, but also as a person. And I just value you as a boss, but mostly you as a friend. And I'm just so grateful that I've had the chance to spend the past 2 years with you. I've learned so much from you, and you're such a wonderful person. And I'm sure that by the end of this video, you'll realize just how much you've really meant to all of us.
Lisa, it's hard to say goodbye to you in your current role. I've enjoyed working with you for decades. You stand out as exemplary. You are always creative, inclusive, collaborative, and efficient. And through everything, you smile, laugh, and move forward. And nobody is a bigger craft beer supporter than you are.
Congratulations on your retirement and for an awesome career with Worcester County Tourism. There's a lot of stuff that we can't thank you enough for. You know, getting the Fishing OC brand off the ground was in big part thanks to folks like you. We really appreciate it. Our success with Hooked on OC, the TV show, the White Marlin Open broadcast, lots of stuff that we do we could not have done without your support at Worcester County Tourism, and we greatly appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Hi Lisa, it's truly been a pleasure working with you, and I hope you have a wonderful retirement.
I wanted to wish you congratulations and let you know how inspirational you were for me when I first moved here. I honestly don't know what I would have done without you.
Lisa, I just want to say how much I've enjoyed working with you over the years and getting to know you and your family so well. It has been a pleasure and a journey with you, helping to bring the arts to the area and to Worcester County. I've loved every minute of being involved with the Eat, Drink, Buy Art campaign, everything that you've done through the Beach and Beyond shows. Has been a pleasure to work with you.
Hi Lisa, Glenn Irwin from the Ocean City Development Corporation here. Wishing you the best in your retirement years. It's still hard to believe that you're retiring at such a young age. You have a lot to be grateful for and us to be thankful for you having that role as Worcester County Director of Tourism for so many years. Not only beyond your regular tourism organizational skills, but also the other items you're involved in, from Lower Eastern Shore Heritage Council, where we sat on a board together, to TAD, which you were the driving force behind the creation and keeping that organization afloat for so long and as being as effective as it has been. And what I always enjoyed is coordinating the Arts and Times publication. The quarterly publication does so much for arts and music events in the whole Lower Eastern Shore area. Again, wishing you the best in your retirement. You've got a great career to look back on and a lot of things to be, that we're very appreciative of everything you've done in these last many years.
So Lisa, I have to think for a minute and go back to probably 1994 or 1995 when I was working at the Salisbury Zoo, was getting into birding. We met at a meeting probably, but I used to really look forward to the drive from Salisbury down Route 12 to Snow Hill to meet with you in your office and up there on the third floor of the building because we dreamed up so many wonderful projects. There's so many, I had to list them. The Delmarva Birding Weekends, still running 25 years later. You helped get that started. You and Debbie there in the office, and now Taryn, you really helped push that along. Dave and I can't thank you enough for believing in that event and helping us turn that into a business that we now do. And it's so much fun still taking people out birding in Worcester County. After that, we did the Birdwatcher's Guide to Delmarva, this wonderful book that is probably still sitting in a warehouse in Cape Charles. We fought that fight too. I guess they're down there somewhere. One of my all-time favorites, Host Our Coast, that I believe our idea started with an email or a phone call that you and I had saying, look at what Australia's doing, let's do that here in Delmarva. 3 years of that, awards from both governors in Maryland and Delaware, just to tell stories about nature and heritage travel on Delmarva. The Wilds of Worcester and Beach and Beyond videos that I still get to do with you and now Melanie and Dave Messick. So many wonderful stories on YouTube that we've been able to share about the things that make Worcester County and Delmarva authentic and great to visit. The Delight, Delmarva Low Impact Tourism Experiences that you helped get started, became this great source of wonderful projects for kayaking trails and bike maps and events all over Delmarva, from Smith Island all the way up into Delaware. And I'm sure there's others I'm forgetting. And our last award we won with you with Dave and Duke Marshall and Julie down in Somerset County for the Pelican tours and the colonial nesting bird tours we do in Ocean City. So anyway, long video, I'm going to wrap this up. I just want to thank you for having vision, for being a wonderful storyteller, and of all the people I've ever worked with, I've gotten more inspiration from working with you and your ability to make these concepts about protecting nature and protecting history, protecting heritage, and connecting that to economic development. It's real. We know that it's real. There are surveys to prove that it's real, but so many people still don't get it, and you always have. And I've really enjoyed working with you in your role as tourism director in Worcester County and Beach and Beyond, and I really hope we get to work together more in the future.
Your work in the field of tourism in the state of Maryland is well recognized. And here in Worcester County, it has been successful beyond compare. On behalf of the African American community, I wish to certainly thank you for your endeavor to make us a part of the whole, a part of the main. The signage and all of the other endeavors have been successful.
I'm Mindy Burgoyne, and I do rural economic development on the Lower Eastern Shore for the Maryland Department of Commerce. And I have known Lisa for 18 years. I started working in a small town, Snow Hill, which is there in Worcester County. When I first came to the Eastern Shore, I didn't know anything about the culture here. I didn't know any people here. I was doing downtown development for Snow Hill at the time, and I did catch on very quickly that Lisa, who was at the time tourism director of Worcester County, that she was a powerful influencer, that she was well respected, that she had created a lot of activity and a lot of progress in Worcester County when it came to tourism in general, and then of course heritage tourism, which she is so gifted at sort of product development and promoting and marketing. I got to work with her later when I came to this state agency because I put together a little group with my colleague Kevin Baines over at Housing and Community Development. They had Main Streets, we had Arts and Entertainment Districts, and Kevin and I decided we would pull this group of Main Streets and A&Es on the Eastern Shore between Cecil and Somerset counties, and we would get them together to share ideas and resources and just learn from each other. And that thrived, and Lisa was a part of that, and you could see whenever she was present, there was an energy that was unmatched. She was just highly creative and very smart about marketing and very good about projects and what worked and what didn't work. So I could see what a value she was then. As years went on, 4 or 5 years, I couldn't keep that group together, and my day job was too demanding, and we feared that it would fall apart, and Lisa stepped up. You know, she was down at the very bottom of that region, and she took on keeping that going and, setting the dates for the meetings and putting out the agenda and organizing everybody together and sort of facilitating one of the only voluntary joint marketing projects I've ever seen. In other words, it's not government sponsored, it's not a nonprofit, it's just people that come together, they pool their money, and they're doing a project to promote tourism and arts and downtown development on the Eastern Shore. And again, she expanded it to Delaware. So that is a tribute that is unmatched in my opinion. I recently worked with Lisa on the Lower Eastern Shore Heritage area group, and she is, that's when I really got to know her. I got to know how she thinks and what she contributes. And what's amazing about Lisa is she could be a support person on a committee. She can be somebody that keeps track of details. She can be someone that leads a committee and does a really good job. So when you're working in government or you're working with nonprofits, you always have people that will help you and people that won't help you. But then there's the rare person who, no matter what you give them to do or what they say they will do, does it. You just instantly know that when you work with this person, something's going to get done, that they're smart, they're brilliant, they know what to do, and that is Lisa Challenger. You'll never be disappointed when working with her because she's just driven. And she's one of the few people that I've met who can actually see the reaching. She can imagine a project or imagine something happening and then just move towards it until it's done. She is a visionary, and that quality is very rare.
I can't tell you what a pleasure it's been to work with you for the past 20 years. It's impossible for me to encapsulate your lifetime of achievement in a short video, but I want to thank you for recognizing how important nature tourism is and for bringing millions of people and billions of dollars to the county with your foresight. Thanks to you, Worcester County is known East Coast wide as a nature tourism destination. I may never again meet a tourism professional who is better at finding funding to bring visitors to a place or who's better promoter and persuader of any potential visitors. I can't tell you how sorry I am that Steve is not here to see this, but you have three wonderful really wonderful girls who have your mind and your moral compass, and that's what you should be the proudest of. Please know that your colleagues love you and will miss you, and we won't never forget you in this position. Please remember too that we won't ever stop imparting the value of nature in general and certainly for tourism.
I've really enjoyed promoting Delmarva with you all these years. I know we haven't stopped yet, but happy retirement. And I have to say, some of the best days I've had working are, with whether it's through D-Light, TAD, just kind of exploring our own slice of paradise. So have fun, enjoy. Looking forward to catching up with you next time.
So glad we got the opportunity to thank you for working with us over all these years. And we really wanted to say, happy retirement. Enjoy the next phase, and I'm sure it's going to be a good time of your life. And
wish you the best, Lisa. And the best is yet to come.
The best is yet to come.
Love you.
Love working with you all these years. Have a good one, Lisa. Enjoy that new house.
It's been an absolute pleasure working with you for, I feel like the past 20 years through all the different capacities that I've had, and it just seems super surreal now that I'm going to be doing what you were doing, not as well, I'm sure, but I certainly hope I can call on you. I know you're going to stay involved. And maybe in the future, I'm going to thank you again for introducing maybe my son and his future wife. We always joke about the fact that Devin and one of Olivia's friends are dating now. And they met when she had the horse pony birthday party in Berlin. And I think that was the impetus that started this whole horse passion for all these little girls. So anyway, it's been a lot of fun, lots of great memories. Love you so much. And I know you're gonna have so much fun digging in the dirt and planting everything and just, really enjoying this time with your family, with Kellen. That's going to be so much fun to be able to spend more time with him and the girls. So anyway, congratulations. Thank you so much for all of your support as I've made this transition to Worcester County Tourism, and I really look forward to carrying on and really living up to your legacy. So have a great one and congratulations.
Congratulations, Lisa, on your retirement. I feel you're probably not going to like it very much because the first month you're going to get up in the morning and you're going to wonder, what am I going to do today? Go gardening or go to the beach? And then in about a year, you're going to wake up and say, what day is it? Is this the weekend or is it Monday? And by the way, not too long ago, you and I were chatting, and I said, well, we started work in 1997. And you immediately said, no, Michael, it was 1996 when we worked on that Worcester County tourism calendar, and she was right. Good luck, Lisa.
This is not my comfort zone. You are great at speaking and doing online, but anyway, first time I remember meeting you was nearly 31 years ago. You came in the rain, I think pouring rain, to interview for tourism coordinator position. You were the last candidate and definitely our best. We started out working in the old courthouse in the commissioner's office, and bless your heart, you didn't even have your own workspace. Shortly thereafter, we moved over to Pearl Street, a historic building, which was a bank. It had a vault and a basement. And at the first, you had the upstairs totally to yourself until an HR department was formed. So then you moved downstairs beside our director, bless you. You dealt with it and you helped keep me sane. Several years into your job, I remember county administrator talked to you privately and said, hey, we would like to form tourism department separate since we were incorporated with economic development. They knew you were qualified, could handle it, and therefore you became one of the first women department heads in Worcester County. Yay, Lisa. Anyway, so then we were two departments. I still worked for both for a while, and then finally they saw fit to hire someone just for economic development, and I worked totally with you. So with you on board, you helped initiate train excursions, rail to trail bike path, the Delmarva Birding Weekend, Worcester County's 250th anniversary celebration, Berlin's coolest small town designation. You went out of your way several times for the Maryland House and Garden pilgrimage, with the Delmarva Discovery Museum, the plans to seeing it open and still on the board. And I'm proud to say now I volunteer some there. You always supported our towns, our chambers, the museums, the civic organizations. You helped design all of our brochures. That was a challenge at times. I know one came in, I believe it was golf, probably the first time we printed it, and Worcester was spelled wrong. Guess what? The printer redid it. Anyway, you did the guide, African American heritage, Pocomoke River, golf, bird watching, checklist, trails, View Trail 100, Beach to Bay, Indian Trail, along with other publications. Then you did the Arts and Times calendar, which was for the 3-county area, just promoting the arts. You were very involved with arts and tourism. It's like whatever, you jumped on board from local to state level. Even went out of the country one time, I think in 911, you went abroad for a little while with tourism. We moved twice and we always had a basement, and we encountered kittens, whom our boss at the time was allergic to, mice, they were bad, fleas, bees, and termites. Let me tell you, you rolled with them all except the bees. That was me to take care of. Our last location was still under construction when we finally got to move in. You went to bat to keep the State Tourism Center at the Maryland-Virginia line, and guess what? It's part of the department. Thank you so much for saving it. It had one of the highest, and probably still does, visitorship within the state. Shortly after you came on board, you got married, and a few years later, had several beautiful daughters. At the time, I had 3 daughters. Oldest was a teenager, and when I retired, your youngest was a teenager, and shortly thereafter, you had your first grandson. So we definitely had some stories to swap out. You always balanced work, home, your family, home renovations, many additions, horse shows, volunteered, and sometimes I would just say, Lisa, please stay home. You are sick. Your work always, ethic was like none other. You always went the extra mile for Worcester County, for anything you did. And I'm proud to say you're not only my boss, but a very dear friend for 29 years. And I wish you the best in retirement. Love you.
I wish you all the best as you enter this new phase of your life. I hope our paths cross both professionally and personally frequently. I'll miss you.
I'm gonna miss you, girl, so much. We have had awesome times. My favorite with you have been riding to all of the tourism conferences. What happens in the van stays in the van, all those conversations. It was great becoming a Wild Woman of Worcester with you, and you will be missed terribly. Thanks for bringing art and culture to our community. Love you, girl.
We hope you enjoy your retirement. We'll be here if you feel like going fishing, if you got some extra time, so give Dave or I a call. Thanks very much. I'm sure I will see you around. Congratulations and happy retirement.
And so I would pray and hope that whichever endeavor you go into in the future, that you will have Godspeed and that you will have His graces to continue the efforts of your success. God bless, and may heaven continue to smile upon you.
I know that you'll have just so many good times in the future, but I hope that you remember all the friends that you made while working for Worcester County Tourism. Good luck on the retirement, and hope to still see you and stay connected. From everybody at the Art League of Ocean City, thanks again.
I can't wait to see what happens for you next. Super happy you moved back to town, so now we can have more time to spend drinking wine and hanging out. Anyway, congratulations to you, Lisa.
Again, wishing you the best in your retirement. You've got a great career to look back on, and a lot of things to be, and we're very appreciative of everything you've done in these last many years. And I'm sure we're going to run into you somewhere along the line again. I just don't see you sitting back and really being retired. And for that, we look forward to it. And great luck with everything. And thank you very much.
I think it's although I'm very happy for Lisa that she has, a new beginning, with retirement and moving on to another whatever it is. But I'm disappointed that I won't get to work with her in her capacity as tourism director, because it was just such a joy. It was such a joy to work with somebody that smart, that professional, and that gifted with creativity. I know wherever she goes, they'll be lucky to have her, but we'll miss her. We'll miss her in the Heritage area, certainly. Anyway, Lisa, I hope whatever you do, it's wonderful. I wish you well, and I thank you for all that you've done for us here on the Lower Eastern Shore during your time as Worcester County Tourism Director. Blessings to you.
Thanks for everything. We love you, and the best of everything to you and your family.
So, I just wanted to tell you, thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything that you've done for me. And I'm really gonna miss you. And I know that this isn't goodbye for us, but I won't see you every day, so I just wanted you to always have something to know how much we care about you, how much we love you, and just thank you so much for being such a wonderful person for all of us for the past 30 years. So I hope you enjoy your retirement. Breath of fresh air. It's gonna be good.